Ever heard a story that totally changed your view on life? I want to tell you such a story today. A story about a girl named Hannah. When Hannah was 12 years old, she had her first period. But her period was different. She vomited from pain, and that didn't stop. She asked herself, can I ever have a life free of pain? Hannah grew up. She was a teenager. She has her first boyfriend. She wanted to have sex. But it hurt her so much. And her boyfriend told her, just relax, and it's gonna be fine. But it didn't change anything. So she asked herself, can I ever really make my partner understand my pain? It still didn't stop her. She grew up to be an independent, strong woman, and she had a partner she loved. She wanted to start a family, but didn't get pregnant. She wondered, can I ever be a mom? All of her symptoms, the menstrual pain, the pain during sex, and the infertility are part of a disease called endometriosis. And this issue is a world issue, because worldwide, so many women are affected by it. Namely, 1 out of 10 women on this planet suffer from endometriosis. If you put this in number for reproductive age, it's 190 million women right now that know that they have endometriosis. And this is just a number that we know of. That number that we don't know of is much bigger. Now think of your family and friends. 1 out of 10, how many of them are suffering and don't even know that they have endometriosis? Because the diagnosis is the problem. Endometriosis is not only hard to pronounce, it's even harder to diagnose. Because the only option is a diagnostic surgery. And from start to the symptoms to this surgery, it takes 6 to 12 years. But why is it so long? Like 12 years is crazy. Not only there's literally no research on this topic, it has been known since ancient time, it has been described from the Greeks. But also ask yourself, how do you actually know that your pain is not normal? What do you do if your only option to know why your pain or if your pain is not normal is a surgery? Then, if you're 16 years old and you want to have this surgery, you would have to pay 10,000 euros. And put yourself on the other side. If you're a doctor and your only option to offer for your patients to know why they are suffering is a surgery too. I want to ask you also, how does it make you feel if you hear that only this late diagnosis costs the healthcare system every year 300 billion euros, and this is only the EU and the US.
That's exactly what we want to change. We revolutionize endometriosis diagnosis with our first at-home test kit. Remember those never-ending COVID rapid tests? That was a pretty annoying time, but the tests were easy to use, right? Our self-test is just as easy. However, it uses menstrual blood instead of saliva. So we provide the woman with the test kit and to collect the menstrual blood, and they simply add it to the test strip. We analyzed over 1,000 patients, and we know that our test is easy, fast, painless, and affordable. So we can empower women's health regardless of social status or income, because we eliminate the need of costly labs. Our test leads to less doctoral visits, gives certainty after a long time of suffering, leading to less depression. But our overall goal is to decrease time to diagnosis to less than a year, decrease the amount of diagnostic surgery and the costs for the healthcare system. But how do we measure our social impact? It's because we are a medical device. So due to regulatories, we have to perform follow-up studies. And within those follow-up studies, we can easily test the time to diagnosis of users and non-test users. But why can we easily perform those follow-up studies? It's because we are a female founder team that is brilliant and exists out of scientists with backgrounds in analytical chemistry, biomedical engineering, biophysics,
It's me,
and bioinformatics.
Marlene.
We are currently finishing our PhDs, and our passion is women's health. We are embedded in a big network, including a World Endometriosis Ambassador and gynecology clinical director in Linz, Austria, but also we have many other supporters and funding organizations. With their help, we want to sell our product over gynecologists, doctors, and drugstores, but also we want to be accessible and available for everyone. Therefore, we will also sell it over our online shop. We did the analysis of the patients. We filed the patent. We initiated prototyping. The next steps are to face our biggest challenge, the certification. We need 2 clinical studies for that. The first one is to prove the high accuracy of our prototype, and the second one is to prove the security and safety and also the performance of our whole test kit. So the immediate goal is the investigational clinical study, and that's exactly what the prize money will fund. So now help us to create a world where our daughters and granddaughters can take control of their own health and join us in the fight against endometriosis. Thank you.
Thank you.